this lesson we are covering. All right, this lesson we are covering surface area. When I'm talking about surface area, when we talk about something surface, we got to go all the way around that object. So all of the sides of this rectangular prism is its surface. So to find the area of the entire surface, we have to find the area of each side and then add them all up in the end. Now, this would be kind of hard to visualize to add all these up. So now I know it has 6 sides, right? Front and back, which are congruent. Side, the left side and right side, which would be congruent, and the top and the bottom, which would be congruent. So pretty much you can just find the area of 3 and just know that there's going to be 2 of those and add those up in the end. Now, that's more 7th grade stuff. 6th grade is a little easier because they actually unfold the shape for you, so you just have to find the area of each side or each shape and then combine those in the end. Just know that this has 6 sides, so we're going to be adding up 6 areas in the end. Now what a net looks like, or I should say what an unfolded rectangular prism looks like, is going to be called a net. A net figure, like I said, is just when it's unfolded. So here we had a rectangular prism unfolded. One way that it's unfolded, it could look like this. So you just find the area of this piece, this piece, this piece, this piece, this piece, and this piece, and then add them all up together in the end. So here we have a net of a triangular pyramid. It gives us the dimensions. Our job is to find the area of each piece of it and then add them together in the end. Now, the fact that it only gives me the figures for this triangle tells me that the rest of them are congruent. So this one's pretty easy because once we find the area of one, we can just add them together 4 times. So since these are triangles, remember, it's 1/2 times base times height. In this case, 1/2 times 6 times 4.5. And 1/2 times 6 times 4.5 gives me 13.5, 13.5 square feet. Now that's going to be an answer choice to try and trick you, but just know that just tells me what the area of this one is. Now since there's 4 of those, we add it up 4 times with a quick way, which is then multiply that by 4, and 13.5 times 4 gives me 54. So in all, this triangular pyramid is 54 feet squared. Oops. Let's look at another one. You're going to see a lot of this in 6th grade. Here we have a triangular prism. If you know how to do it, please be my guest, pause the video, and try and beat me to the answer. If not, it's your job to pay attention. I like to break these shapes up apart off to the side, so I know I'm not going to be forgetting any pieces at the end. So I know I have a large rectangle at the top. That's the base. That's 12 by 6. And then 2 smaller ones down here. Now notice they are not the same size. This has a width of 6, but this one is 4 and 4. Okay? So when you fold up, these are going to be the sides that are congruent. So we have one big rectangle, 2 smaller ones, and also don't forget about the 2 triangles off to the side. Put my plus signs there because I know I'm going to be adding them all together at the end. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shapes or pieces to that shape. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 figures over here, so I'm good to go. Now we're going to label our dimensions. Notice that if this is 12, opposite sides are the same in rectangles, so this means that 12 goes all the way down. So that's 12, all the way up and down. So this is going to be 12 by 4, which means this piece is also 12 by 4. And we're looking at our triangles, the last piece that are not labeled yet. The base is 6, and I got to go all the way over here to look at the height. Now, since they don't tell me that over here, it's assumed that it's congruent, so this is 6 by 2. So then 1/2 times 6 times 2 is going to give me that area over there. 6. So, now the easy part is calculate the areas. With the rectangles, length times width. Length times width, we have 12 times 6, so that's 72. These 2 pieces are congruent, so 12 times 4 is 48, and if that one's 48, this piece is also going to be 48. The triangles are also going to be congruent. So if it's 1/2 times 6 times 2, each triangle is going to be 6. So we have the area of each figure now. The last objective is to add them all together, find the sum of each side area. And it's 72 plus 48 plus 48 plus 6 plus 6, and we should get 180 square feet, or feet squared. All right, based on that, you should be able to tackle this one on your own. Please pause the video, attempt it. When you got your answer, unpause the video and we'll go over it together. All right, I do not have room to redraw these, so we're actually going to do the work within the shape. Now, a little information is given to us, but it's actually easier. The less information they give you, the easier it is, because it just tells us that a lot of stuff is congruent. Notice our lines of congruency. Whenever we see this one tick mark going around, that's going to tell me that that indicates that piece is 6. So that piece is 6. Anytime there's a line, to fill it in. And I believe that's all we need. Notice that this piece is 10. So that 10 is going to go all the way down because opposite sides are the same. So now let's find our areas of each little piece. This top one is 10 by 6, so that's 60. The next one's also 10 by 6, that's another 60. Last one's also the same one, it's congruent, 60, 60, 60. The triangles are 6 by 4, so 1/2 times 6 times 4, that gives me 12, which means congruent, that's also going to be 12. So here are our 5 areas. Go ahead and add these up. We should get 60 plus 60 plus 60 plus 12 should give us 204. Let's check my work. Yes, 204 square centimeters. Pat yourself on the back if you got